It's my absolute favorite product that we have bought, gosh, in at least a year. This was one that he did with his occupational therapist, and I loved it so much. We bought it for home. Things that are working, that have worked really well for Ezra, for our family. I get kind of choked up even talking about it. Today I'm sharing another Autism Favorites video where I'm going to talk through and share some of my favorite toys, homeschool supplies, items that I have been using with my 5-year-old son, Ezra, the last few months. Personally, I love hearing from other special needs parents here on YouTube and online when they can share any type of resources or recommendations or just general encouragement of things that have been working well in their special needs family with their special needs child. So in case you're new around here, hi, my name is Sarah. I am a homeschooling mom to 5 kiddos. They range in age from preschool all the way up until high school, but today obviously I'm talking all about our son, Ezra. He is 6 and he was officially diagnosed with ASD about a year ago. But this is a video, this is actually the second one of these I have made. I'm planning to do these every quarter or so. I just want to have a place here online where I can share things that are working, that have worked really well for Ezra, for our family, that just might be an encouragement or a help for one of you out there. Now, obviously, big time disclaimer, I am not a doctor, a therapist, an expert of any sort. I am just a homeschooling mama who is an expert in Ezra. And I just want to share the things that have been working well for him and for our family these last few months. All right, for visuals, I only have one thing to share, but golly, it's a good one. Visual timers. These have been amazing. I actually bought 2 different time increments. I bought a 5-minute and a 20-minute. I can turn this timer on and it will slowly tick away, and he is visually able to see how much time on the pie chart that he has left. So this 5-minute one is really great if I'm counting down to when we need to be done with something, especially if it's something he's really enjoying. For instance, 5 more minutes of TV left, or 5 more minutes in the bathtub left, 5 more minutes playing with Play-Doh. This has been really helpful. Also, the nice thing is I'll show you here when it dings. That's all there is. Not a huge buzzer. It doesn't go on and on and on. It's just a nice beep, 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 beep. There is also a dial on the back where you can control the volume, and that is as loud as it goes. So you can make it a very soft alarm as well. The 20-minute one has been great for other tasks, especially school-related tasks. For instance, we're going to do 10 minutes of math or 10 minutes of phonics, or mom is going to read aloud for 15 minutes. Just having these visual timers has really helped Ezra's productivity as well as his transitions. Now, I know that they have apps and different things on your phone that you can utilize for free, but for Ezra, having my phone out is just one more distraction, one more temptation to want to do something on mommy's phone. Having this physical timer has worked much better. Also, these are meant for kiddos. They are pretty indestructible. Has been thrown across the room a couple of times and is still in really good shape. So I'm really happy with these. I've actually seen these at a couple different therapy sessions, so they use them in clinic as well. So I like this brand in particular. All right, moving on to sensory items. I have this one right over here. Golly, it's heavy. But as you can see, a weighted blanket. This was something we had not purchased yet for Ezra. I wasn't really sure exactly how many pounds to buy and things like that. Ask your doctor or your therapist if you want guidance on what weight of a blanket you should buy for your child. But Ezra has not actually used this to sleep with. We've used it for other things. First of all, we use this during school to help him stay in one place. So I will often take this blanket and put it across his lap if he is sitting in a chair or sitting on the floor, and it just kind of helps to make him feel comfortable and want to stay put. I actually have a friend of mine who works at the elementary school with some special ed kids, and he bought them weighted stuffed animals that are intentionally for this, for laying across their lap when they are sitting at their desk, and he has had really good success with that. I also like to take it in the car on long car trips. I will put it across his legs or across his lap just to help him kind of calm down and feel better. Again, be sure to check your car seat or your booster seat, safety regulations, all of that. But we love to have this for school and for in the car. All right, so this next one is my absolute favorite product that we have bought, gosh, in at least a year for Ezra. It has been such a game changer. This is a low sound hair clipper. Now, I don't know about you, but Ezra's worst hour of his month is when he has to get his hair cut. He absolutely hates it. It is like torture for 20 minutes to get his hair cut. He loves to have his hair very short, and he loves to comb his hair every day. That's something he has really built into his routine, and he likes to keep it that way. But getting it short, not fun. And so I had been researching and looking around online. I cut Ezra's hair myself. It's just a lot easier to do at home than to take him into public. It's quite the experience. But since switching to these clippers, we actually had a tear-free haircut last month. It was amazing. Now, he was not happy. He did not enjoy the process, but he did not cry, and it was not as bad of an experience for him. So these were great. I also went ahead and purchased this alongside of a very large cape for Ezra, like an extra large cape, so that no hair was hitting him anywhere, not hitting his feet, not hitting anywhere on his body. And I bought a themed one that he was excited. I think it has dinosaurs or rocket ships, I can't remember. But a really large cape also helped with haircuts. I'll actually go ahead, see, I don't know if this will transfer onto the sound or not, but yeah, that's all the louder they are. They are very gentle, and as you can see, they're wireless. You just charge them. This has been great. So let's talk about fine motor skills. Ezra has been going to occupational therapy where he has been working on his fine motor skills. He really struggles with holding a writing utensil or cutting with scissors, things like that. And so I have a few things here that we've been using at home to help him build those muscles in his hands. First up, I have Super Sorting Pie. This is from Learning Resources, and I love this company. Their toys, their activities, their games are just such high quality. This was one that he did with his occupational therapist, and I loved it so much. We bought it for home. This is just exactly what it looks like. It is. This is just a really fun pie that is full of different colored fruits. And so your child can take them and use a pair of tweezers and sort the different types of fruit by color. And speaking of tweezers, this game came with 2 sets, but this is something, sorry if it's rattling. Tweezers are something that Ezra's therapist had encouraged him to try to use every single day at home. And I actually found an entire bucket full of these specific ones from Learning Resources. I think it might have been 8 or 12, I can't remember, but a bunch. And I like these because they have these little finger grooves built in, so your child knows exactly where their 2 fingers and their thumb are supposed to go so that they are practicing their pinching correctly, which will also help build the correct muscles for them to grasp a pencil or a marker or things like that. Another game that we have been loving is Pop-Up Pirate. This is a barrel that you poke different swords into, and at some point the pirate will pop up and jump if you poke it just right. Ezra loves this. He thinks it's hilarious. Again, this is just building fine motor skills of being able to take the little swords and put them in each of the holes. And then it also is building turn taking. Mommy takes a turn, Ezra takes a turn, or even if Ava plays with us, all 3 of us go around and take turns. This has been really fun. Now, the opposite of this game, sorry, I don't have the box for this one anymore. I tend to get rid of board game boxes if I can, and I have a better storage solution. Anyways, Banana Blast. This is one I have shared here on the channel before, but this is the opposite of the pirate game. This has a monkey that is in the center, and instead of poking the swords into the barrel, you are instead pushing bananas into the holes. And when you pop a certain one, the monkey will jump. Again, little ones, they love this game. It startles them and makes them so excited when the monkey jumps up and flies. So just another variation of working on those fine motor skills. Now, I know on my last video, I shared a pair of spring scissors that I had been using with Ezra to work on cutting practice with him. And since then, I have also purchased loopy scissors. You do not need to figure out where your fingers go. You just hold on and squeeze, and that's all you need to do in order to cut. And so these have been a much better fit for him. It has really built his confidence in his cutting skills. And we use these on paper, but then we also use this on Play-Doh. Play-Doh has really become my best friend in my homeschooling with Ezra recently. We use it for all types of things. I was actually very much inspired by Leilani over at the channel Living with Eve. She did an entire video about different things you can do with Play-Doh to work on fine motor skills and homeschooling skills, preschool skills, things like that. So the 3 things we have been doing lately that we have been loving with Play-Doh is, first of all, rolling it into a snake. This is a really good warm-up activity for Ezra before we do any type of handwriting. When you are forming letters, you form a thin snake and then you have to pinch and pull to make your different lines. And again, just really helps with those fine motor skills and building those muscles in his hands. Another way we have used Play-Doh to work on cutting practice is to make snakes and then cut the Play-Doh with our loopy scissors. This is so fun. He loves to do this. Sometimes we'll make pizzas and he'll cut cheese to sprinkle on the top of his pizza. Ooh, I'm dropping Play-Doh everywhere. The other thing we do with Play-Doh at least once a week is called Finding Buried Treasure. And what I will do is I will take a lump of Play-Doh and I will hide about 10 or 12 pony beads on the inside of the Play-Doh and smush them in there real good. And so then the kids have to pull and push the Play-Doh apart to pull out each of the pony beads. And so this is really fun. Again, fine motor skills, but they just think they're playing. Okay, well, I'm gonna have blue Play-Doh under my nails for the rest of this video. Sorry. So moving on to something fun, let's talk about some toys and activities. First of all, I'm so excited to share this. I geeked out over this. I wanted this for me. This is called Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It is a book and play set. It is a Goldilocks and the Three Bears story that comes with a 3D kit that you get to build of the story. And this is made, I have it here already out of the box. Look how big it is, guys. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It is made out of like really thick foam. It's not easily bendable or anything like that. But this has been so fun for just acting out stories, literature, for working on speech therapy. So for instance, Goldilocks is above the ladder. Goldilocks is below the ladder. Baby Bear is outside. Baby Bear is inside. Papa Bear is on the table, under the table. You see what I'm saying? You can also do action words, you know, climbing the ladder, jumping on the bed, eating the porridge. Ezra loves the Three Bears story, and so this has been a hit. I have found him reenacting the entire story with all of the little characters. As you can see, it comes with 3 chairs, a table with 3 bowls of porridge, all 3 beds. It is just such a cute little house, and I honestly had this on my wish list for myself because I thought it would be adorable just to put up on our bookshelf along with all of our nursery rhymes and classic stories. There's one for the three little pigs. There's a couple other storylines. They're definitely going on Ezra's wish list. Now, on my last video, I shared about our Yodo, and yes, still love it, still use it every single day, multiple times a day. Ava, his younger sister, has one as well. But what I want to talk about in particular with our Yodo this time are the make your own cards. This is where the Yodo has been amazing for our family. I use these make your own cards to record different audio skills that I am working on with Ezra. So for instance, if you follow any of my shorts or my Instagram reels, I have been working through before 5 in a row with Ezra and Ava this year, and we've been going through different picture books every week. So I recorded myself reading all of the picture books aloud on one of these make your own cards. And so Ezra can take the picture books in his room and flip through and listen to Mama read those books over and over and over again. These are also great if there are certain songs or different things that I want him to be working on or learning. I can put on these make your own cards for him. And they have just been so fun and just invaluable for our homeschool and for his learning. Now, I do have an affiliate link just to be upfront for Yodo down below in the description box, but I honestly, I love this company. I love these products. Next up, I want to talk about a few larger items, furniture in particular. So to start with, I purchased this for Ezra. This is just a foldable tray that he can put over top of his lap and sit on the floor and work on activities. I can put Play-Doh on this tray or a book on this tray that we're reading together. I can have him sit at this tray and kind of sit behind him and help him use scissors. But just having a different variation of sitting at a table or sitting at the floor, this has been super helpful. We have loved this little tray to just sit in different places all around the house to be able to work on things. Now, Ezra has used that tray so much that I realized he needed some type of seat to go with it because he was hunching over and just not sitting in a very nice way. And I found the tray secondhand, but I also found, oh gosh, this is huge, but I'll show some B-roll of this. Just this foldable chair, floor chair. It's just this little cushion that has a back that he can lean up against. It's adjustable so you can move it straighter or lean it back farther. It even folds flat so that you can shove it under the couch or shove it under a bed, whatever you want to do. These two items have been a really big game changer for us for School with Ezra, just being able to work on things in different locations around the house, but getting him to sit and to focus and to stay put in one area. This has been great. This is kind of my variation of like a cube chair or a cube chair with a tray that you'll see at different therapy offices. Ezra always loves sitting in those when we go to speech therapy or occupational therapy. But this is kind of an in-home version, and thankfully I was able to get this set for $10 at a secondhand sale. But I'll link similar items like these on Amazon just so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, guys, and then lastly, I have a book to share with you, and this is something I hesitate to do because special needs books can be very hit or miss. They're either wonderful or terrible. I've not found many that are in between, but this one is fantastic. This is This Anguishing Blessed Journey, A Mother's Faith Journal Through Autism by Sonia Schaefer. Now, if you're a homeschool mama, that name probably sounds super familiar. Yes, this is Sonia from Simply Charlotte Mason and Simply Charlotte Mason podcast. I had no idea, but I recently found out that she is a mama to a child with autism. Her daughter is now in her mid-20s, but this book is a journal of the first year, just little entries every day here and there that she wrote down the first year her child was diagnosed with autism when she was 4 years old. This book is relatable, it is encouraging, it is full of biblical truth. It's been a blessing to me, and I think it will be a blessing to you. I get kind of choked up even talking about it because it was the exactly the type of read I needed in this season. All right, guys, well, that is it for this one. I hope that you found some good ideas or encouragement in some of these things that I shared with you today. As always, be sure to subscribe to the channel. This is a video I'm hoping to do about once a quarter or so, just whenever I have some new things that have been working with Ezra that I want to share with you guys. All right, I hope you guys are having a great week. See you later.